welcome to this preview of Labelexpo 2023. So we're all very excited by being back in Brussels again for the first time since 2019. If we look at the kind of key trends that we expect to see at the show, really one of the most important will be sustainability. And we've been talking about sustainability for many years, but really the time's come now where we've got new legislation from the EU on circular materials economy. A lot of brand mandates are flying around, so it really has become kind of key for label converters also to become givers of advice to their customers in terms of what's available in terms of sustainable labeling options. So if we look at what is sustainability, I mean, it's really about number one, really kind of saving the enormous amount of material that we waste in this industry. It's about cutting down on the amount of energy that we use. It's about really enabling the circular flow of packaging materials around the chain. So the kind of thing I'm talking about is if you take a PET bottle, so if you want to get that PET back, if you want to recover it cleanly, then you need to make sure that the ink on the label is not contaminating that bottle. So you need to find ways of getting a clean release of the label from the container, so you can sort out the two materials if it's a PP label and PET container material. So we're really looking at ways that labels can enhance recyclability of other containers. If you take glass, for example, so the big key now in the glass economy is to get reuse of glass. Right? So basically I use it, I give it back, the brand cleans the bottle, takes it back, refills it, relabels it, it goes back around the loop. So the important thing about the label there is that you need two labels. You need one that stays on the glass bottle and identifies how many times that bottle has been around the loop. And then secondly, you need to be able to cleanly wash away the adhesive from the glass bottle. So this is one of the ways in which the label is enhancing the recoverability of other packaging materials. Another kind of key trend that we're seeing, again, is for the circular economy. For that to work, you need a market for the material that you're collecting and bringing back into the loop. So you'll find more and more material suppliers are using post-consumer recyclate. What does that mean? It's not processed scrap. This is material that you recover from us as consumers. We put it into separate bins. That gets taken around the loop. It comes back. It's used by the materials manufacturers and the container manufacturers to produce new material, virgin materials, basically the same grade of material. So, we're looking here at things like also recovering bottles from the ocean, so ocean plastics. There are numerous routes by which we can recapture rather than burning or landfilling, which basically is not going to be allowed anymore. Also I'd like to mention what's happening in linerless labels. So obviously if we can get rid of the liner in self-adhesive labels, that's a major step towards the circular economy. So linerless has been an established technology in the industrial sector and in the VIP sector for pallet labeling, for example, or for labeling parcels and these kind of applications. We have not yet seen linerless working in primary label applications. But at this show, we're going to be seeing some very interesting developments. For example, a joint venture between Avery Dennison and Bobst, and also Harland Machinery. So that's going to be a new prime labeling linerless system. Other solutions will also be on show. For example, the core system, which was developed some years ago. And finally, it's not just in terms of materials, but also in terms of energy use. So one thing we're looking to do is to reduce the amount of energy that we use or that we waste. So you see a lot of developments, for example, LED UV, both air-cooled and water-cooled LED. Automation, we can talk about that later in more detail, but automation, basically anything that kind of cuts down the amount of waste during a press make ready, saving materials, saving energy. So I think it's going to be a very exciting show. And just to mention, there's also going to be a masterclass, a sustainability masterclass, which is being organised by the Label Academy. You can find more information on that if you go to the website, the Labelexpo Europe website, but that's basically going to be one morning's worth of experts on all the kind of areas that we've been talking about here, materials recovery, energy reduction, new lineless technologies and such like. That's really one not to miss. So yes, we look forward to seeing you at Labelexpo to talk more about sustainability.